Hello dear students, in the previous class we worked out first 3 questions from exercise 11.1. Now let us start with question number 4. A flooring tile has the shape of a parallelogram. So let us see first a parallelogram. This is the shape whose base is 24 centimeter. This is 24 centimeter. And the corresponding height means height toward this base. This is 10 centimeter. How many such tiles are required to cover a floor of area 1080 meters square? That means if you have a big floor like this, what you have to do is this parallelograms you need to stick here. Okay, here one like that. You need to cover this complete area. So if this is the given tile, one tile is of this shape and this size. So how many such tiles are required to cover this area? So what will you do? Now sometimes if it won't come completely, for example this line I needed 10 and half tiles, then you can cut it. Okay, that provision is given there. That means find the how many such tiles are required to cover a floor of area 1080 meters square, and if required you can split the tiles in whatever way you want to fill up the corners. Okay, this is the condition given. Now here the tiles are the dimensions of the tiles are in centimeter, and here it is in meter. Okay, meter square. So first thing we will find the area of one small tile. So how to find area of one tile? Base of the tile. Base of which shape it is? Parallelogram tiles. Okay, is 24 centimeter and its height is 10 centimeter. Now what is the area of a parallelogram? Area of parallelogram is half into, what is the area of parallelogram? Base into height. So area of parallelogram is equal to area of one tile is equal to B into H. B means base. 224 into 10, that is 240 centimeter square. Now this is the area of one tile. Now what is given? Area of floor is equal to 1080 meter square. Now in 1 meter square how many centimeter square will be there? See children, 1 meter means 100 centimeter. What is 1 meter? 100 centimeter. So 1 meter into 1 meter is 1 meter square. That is 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. Okay. So first you have to convert it into centimeter square. How will you do? 1080 into how many? 100 into 100, 100,000, 10,000 centimeter square. Now you don't have to multiply it because we are going to divide it by the area of one tile. Now how to find the number of tiles required? Number of tiles required is equal to area of floor divided by area of one tile. So what is area of floor? We got 1080 into 10,000 centimeter square upon What is the area of one tile we got? 240 centimeter square. So first of all, centimeter square cancel, because we are going to get number. Now this 0 got cancelled. How do you get that 0 cancelled? This is 24 into 10. So, and this is 108 into 10. So these two tens got cancelled, divided by each other. So what do you get here now? 108 into 10,000 upon 24. You know that 12 nines are 108 and 12 2s are 24. So 12 common factor cancelled. Now here 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are. Okay, so here you got 5,000. Now 5,000 into 9, 9 5s are 45. So 45,000 tiles are needed. How many tiles are needed? 45,000 tiles are needed to cover the given area. Now question number 5 is, an ant is moving around a few food pieces of different shapes scattered on the floor. For which food piece would the ant have to take a longer round? Remember, circumference of a circle can be obtained by using the expression C is equal to 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle. Now, if it is full circle, if you have a full circle, to find this distance we use the formula 2 pi r. But here you see, here there is a semicircle, half of the circle, and the diameter is given 2.8 centimeter. So if the diameter is 2.8, what will be the radius? Radius is equal to 2.8 upon 2, that is 1.4 centimeter. Now if you observe all the figures, everywhere there is a half circle, and each half circle, that is each semicircle, has the same diameter. So here also the diameter is 2.8, here also diameter is 2.8. Now if you see the figures, here it is a semicircle, here this semicircle and the diameter. So if the ant start moving from here to complete till this, it has to come, this is the perimeter of the semicircle and this is the diameter. So the total distance will be 2. See, total length is 2 pi r. So half of it will be divided by 2 plus d, that is this 2 will get cancelled. So pi means 22 upon 7. What is r? 1.4 plus what is d? 2.8. So when you cancel 0.2, 2 22s are 44 plus 2.8. When you add them, you get 8 plus 4 12, 2 plus 1 3 plus 4 7, 7.2 centimeter. Now if you see this picture, here also this semicircle, see if it is moving like this, the perimeter is equal to same only, that is pi r is equal to 4.4 as you got in the previous, but it also has to move this way. So this distance is given 2.8. So it has to move 1.5 plus 2.8 plus 1.5. So how much? First it has to move this, that is 4.4, then 1.5, 2.8, 1.5. So total 5 plus 5 10, 10 plus 8 18 plus 4 22, 2, 4 plus 2 6 plus 1 7 plus 8 plus 2 9 plus 1 10. Okay, this much. Now in the second one, it has to move 1/2 circle, which is equal to 4.4. Perimeter is 4.4. Then here 2 and here 2. So total 4. That is 8.4 centimeter. So in which one it has to move maximum? In which one? In B. Figure B, it has to move maximum. With this question, this particular exercise is over. Now we will learn about area of some other figures. Now our next topic is area of trapezium. Now what is a trapezium? You have already learnt about trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral which has got one pair of opposite sides parallel to each other. So these two sides are parallel. Now how to find the area? Now see children, you have already learned that for any quadrilateral you can find the area very easily if you divide them into two triangles. So let us divide this into two equal triangle. So we will draw, what is this line segment called? This is called the diagonal. Now if the height means what? The perpendicular distance between the two parallel side. If it is given that this length between these two parallel side is h. H means height, and this length if you take it as L1 and this length if you take it as L2. Now how to find the area of these two triangles? Now first of all, let us take this triangle. Okay, this we will mark as triangle 1, and let us mark this triangle, second triangle, as number 2. So area of trapezium will be equal to area of triangle 1 plus area of triangle 2. So let us write that first. What is area of trapezium? Area of trapezium ABCD is equal to area of triangle, let us name them. What is the name here? ABD plus BCD. We wrote the triangle's name 1 here, so let us write that. Triangle BCD plus area of triangle ABC. Okay. Now how to find the area of a triangle? Now you see here this length will be equal, throughout it will be equal, right? So this length is, if you take this, what is this length called? This is also called the height of the trapezium, right? These two lengths are equal and parallel. Okay. Now if this is h, this also will be h. So this h is the height of this triangle. See here, this height, this triangle's height is h, and what is the base here? L2. So you have already learned that area of a triangle is equal to base into half into base into height. So let us write that area of triangle ABCD. What is the name of the base? CD is equal to half into CD into H. Now the length of CD is, we have taken as L2, that is half into L2 into H. So this we have. Now we have to find this height. Okay, how will you find this height? We have no idea, right? So what we will do is, See, actually we have to find this length, right? But this is not part of triangle. So, what actually we do is we keep it here on some other paper. I will keep, so that here we can solve it. See here, if you have this, what we actually do is we draw a line, or we extend this side. Okay. After extending it, you keep this here and join this perpendicular you draw from here. This is the height of this triangle, that is ABC. I will show you one again. See here, if you look at that, this is triangle ABC, ABD. This triangle's height is distance from here till this. So, you can't directly take here. So, what we did, we extended it and we found the length. Is it equal to H? Yes, these three heights 1, 2, 3, all three are equal. So, this is also H. So, what will be the area of this triangle? Base is L1 and height is H. So, you know the formula is half L1 into H. Okay, so let us write that also in the paper, on the paper. So, what is it? Area of triangle ABD. Triangle ABD is equal to half into AB into height, that is half into L1 into height. So, this is number 1 area, this is number 2 area, and you know that area of trapezium is sum of these two area. Okay, area 1 plus area 2. So, how will you add them? First area is half into L2 plus H, L2 into H plus half into L1 into H. Now, here you have half and H, here also you have half and H. What is it called? They are called the common factor. So, take the common factor out. So, half into H. What is there inside? L2 plus L1. Just for a style, we will write half H into L1 plus L2, just to have an order. So, this is the area of trapezium. Now, what is H? H is the base of the trapezium, height of the trapezium. L1 and L2 are the length of parallel side. So, what is the area? Half into height into sum of parallel sides. So, this is how we got the area of the trapezium as half H into L1 plus L2. L1 and L2 are the length of parallel side. And what is H? H is the height, that is L1 and L2. If this is L1, this length is L2 and this height is called H. So, today we worked out completed exercise 11.1 and also we learned area of trapezium. That's all for today. In the next class, we will learn some more formula, how to get this formula and then the application of all this.